Welcome to round 2 of the Teesside Sprint Series. It's time for the paddock walk, and I've decided to sit down because I found myself a nice doggy friend to play with. Unfortunately, it doesn't talk, so I'm going to have to stand up now and go and find some people that do talk. I'll let him go, or her go, or I've not really checked, but it's a dog, so we can't have a chat with that. It's a bit inappropriate. Got no drivers down here, I've just got people working hard on cars. Daryl, up you get. I'm good, Daryl. Why are we running 2 carts again this weekend? Why do you keep putting yourself through it?
Just fancy the challenge. My driver says she's up for it. Let's do it.
And what we're running this weekend?
Honda Cadet 200 in the Pro class and Minimax.
So I know you've had a bit of a blast in a micro as well recently. So guessing you're just testing the waters ready for next year because there's a move up.
Yeah, just testing all sorts of variants of carts just to see what we're going to run next year.
Brilliant. All the best, Daryl. And that's more to you than your driver because you've got a lot more work to do this weekend than what she has. Looks like all the drivers have disappeared, Adam. So we're not. Oh, there's one in the back of here. We'll just throw a camera in the back. Alfie McBain, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. How's practice gone?
It's gone well.
Good. Do you think your mechanic should be laying down or he should be working on your cart?
Working on my cart.
Excellent. And so qualifying in around about an hour's time. How are we feeling?
Thinking round 10th, maybe 11th, somewhere around there on the grid.
Trying to get yourself into the top 10 then. It's 20 carts on that Honda Cadet Club grid, so looking to try and push into that top half.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All the best for quali, mate. We'll keep an eye out in around about an hour if you can peel your mechanic off the floor. Let's see if we've got anybody else up here. We've got a couple that might be coming off in a moment because Pro Kart qualifying's just gone out. About 5 minutes ago, we were full of Honda Cadets and they've all just disappeared now, so I don't know where they've all gone. They're probably in a caravan somewhere and I'm not fancying any breaking and entry, so we've got a couple. We'll pop round here. We've got a couple of drivers. Turn the driver round. Come on, introduce yourself.
James Byrne.
So he's James Byrne. He drives in Minimax. Wonderful. How's practice gone for you today, mate?
Quite good. I managed to get me personal best of a 44.2, but I've started having a bit struggle getting down my lap times, but I'm going to go out and try give it my best.
So, quali obviously for minis. That's the last class that we quali before we go to mixed grids. How are we feeling? Are we confident?
Yeah, going in with full confidence. Going to try send it round and get everything done.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Lizzie Mentia, stop right there. We might have to turn this paddock walk into a paddock jog while I sort of chase them down. Oh, we found some more. So Lizzie asked earlier to be interviewed and she's disappeared. So we're back from where we started. What we'll do is we'll turn this driver round. There we go. Harris, how are you?
Good.
Good. Yeah. Eventful week. Let's get that out of the way. It's been quite an eventful week. Talk us through it.
Not much to talk about. It's just.
Yeah, there is. Tell us about Hooton.
I was going for a double move on, I think it was Bella and Max, and Bella tried to defend and she accidentally clipped me and I spun and Sam Eden came out by accident and he didn't see me and hit me, and then he went over top of me and I was a bit knocked unconscious, and some other carts just went right into me, which sent me flying.
So, but we've seen you out in practice. It doesn't seem like it's causing you any problems. You're flying out there.
Yeah.
So, full of confidence then. Quali's coming up. Are we looking for a front row start?
Yeah, for definite.
Wonderful. Cheers, Harris. Thank you very much. More drivers, but we'll start with an upcoming Bambino. Hi, Charlie. How are you?
What is it?
Are we looking forward to watching your brother racing? Wonderful. Thank you very much for your time. Brilliant. William, what are you doing?
Is that edible? That's what it's thinking.
No, William. Come, turn and face. There we go. William Howard, how are you?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
How's the track out there today? What are the conditions like? This morning it was sunny and now it's not so sunny.
I would have said this morning's was probably 1, but on the last session I'm probably going to say it was the best.
So once it's sort of like the sun's gone in, you're saying it's got a little bit quicker, yeah?
I would have said, especially since we've got more used to the track as the day's gone on.
And what are your hopes for quali in around about an hour's time?
Around 6th. I'm hoping for around 6th.
Wonderful. I'm not entirely sure what's happening here. I mean, what we'll do is, we'll spot the difference. We've got 1 Tom Hannon, and if we turn around that way, we've got 2 Tom Hannon. There we go. And what we'll do, because this will go out tomorrow, is we'll put a poll on as to which Tom Hannon is the more attractive Tom Hannon. In fact, we'll speak to Mrs. Hannon. Mrs. Hannon, which Tom Hannon's the more attractive?
That one, he don't talk.
Don't talk. But don't do much else either, does he, unfortunately, up there?
That one doesn't either, so we're all right.
Fantastic, there we go. Let's keep walking before it kicks off in the top paddock. We'll take this one less of a paddock walk and more of a dummy grid walk, and we'll go and say hello to some bambinos that may be coming. One's disappearing. I'm not quite sure where we're going, but we'll have a chat anyway. Where are you going? Should you not be getting ready to go out there? No? Well, let's find out why from the man on the spanners. We're not feeling it.
Yeah, Fiona just up getting her weighed, making sure she's on weight for qualifying. So, done 4 sessions this morning, car's looking good, so let's keep it in one piece for qualifying. So, we'll miss this one.
Sounds like a plan. Fantastic, thank you very much. Looks like a fair few bambinos actually are electing not to go out, so we'll grab some cadets down here. Max Gilman, Oliver Sibbald, hello. Oh, let's grab. I'm gonna grab a seat. One this side, one this side. It makes it far easier because then we're at the same sort of height. Let's start with yourself, Max. Welcome back, 3rd in the winter season. Missed the opening round. Back for this one. Are we feeling good?
Yeah.
So, what have you done in the last couple of weeks then? I know obviously you missed the first round because it clashed with another championship that you were there. So how have other things gone?
We went to PFI, we did really well, and we did good.
Good. Oliver Sibbald, back once again from, I was joking with your dad earlier, you've retired 9 times, so this is your 10th return to karting. Are we back for good now, or are we just having a bit of fun?
Having a bit of fun.
Good stuff. How's the practice session gone for you?
It's good.
Good. When it comes to quali, are you beating him?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I assume you think you're beating him, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so it's Max Gilman versus Oliver Sibbald in qualifying. Then let's forget about everybody else and we'll just watch them two battle it out. Let's have a. So we've got a couple more bambinos coming. I think they're all heading out for their session. So we'll pop up and see if we can catch 1 or 2. I'll bring that round this side because I'm right-handed and it'd save me doing like a bit of a turn anyway. Cart's gone that way. I'll steal your driver for 30 seconds. Grayson, come this way. Come on. Visor up because it makes it a little bit easier. Cart's off. Your first time at Teesside, how are you finding it?
Good.
Good. What's your favourite part of the track out there?
The big corner.
South Bank.
Yeah.
Are you flat out round there?
Yeah.
Absolutely, well done. So I'm assuming that is there anywhere that you're not flat out?
No.
No, good lad. What sort of times are we doing? Let's have a quick sneaky peeky at the data logger. Good lad, nice one. So, are you getting quicker and quicker every time you're out there?
Yes.
Well, that's all we can really ask for, isn't it? Just keep improving and keep getting there. And so, you're looking forward to it. Is it your first race day tomorrow?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, welcome to karting. Hope you enjoy it and hope you keep progressing.
Thank you.
Nice one, brilliant. Thank you very much. Sam Hayes, Charlie Eyeball. It's easier if you get there. We go straight in there. How have things gone for yourself? I know you had a bit of fun earlier because your nose cone came in looking like it's seen better days.
Yeah.
Talk us through it.
So this Micromax was coming out the corner a little bit too fast. Went off the track, came back on the track and hit me. Front on, and
I think I hit the wheel. I'm not quite sure because. Yeah.
But no long-term damage to the car. We good to go?
Yeah, we're good to go.
Wonderful. Charlie Eibel, you've had a good week out last weekend. Pace looks good here. Are we looking for a breakout weekend?
Hopefully, yeah.
What are the aspirations? Where do you think how far up with that cadet club do you think you can get?
Hopefully top 5.
5. So that's Charlie Eibel on the podium. Then he's playing it down, but we're going for a podium then.
Yeah, definitely.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Let's have a quick walk down and see who else we can get down here. We're aiming for 20 minutes. How long have we had, Adam? 10. Oh, I've got loads more time yet. Last time we caught people down here and it sort of like sped things up because I could stop and have a chat. But we'll see how we go. We're on a cable this weekend, which means I'm basically Adam's on a little lead and I'm taking the cameraman for a walk. So we've got one coming down here, getting ready for cadets. So we'll have a chat with Joss and then we'll walk down the bottom end. So, Yosuska, how are we today?
Good.
Good. How's practice gone? I know you've been working with Thomas Potter in the last couple of weeks. How are you feeling? Is that bringing you on?
Yeah.
Good. What do you think you can do in qualifying in about an hour's time?
Just to practice overtaking and make sure everything goes well.
Good. And positioning wise, what's the aim? Where are we trying to get to?
Pole.
Pole. Good lad. Well done. Nice one. Good luck. All the very best for yourself. We'll try not to get killed by senior pro karts making their way off the grid because they do like to use this little cut through here. So we'll head down the bottom end and just see who's down there because last time when we went on a grid walk we went that way. So this time it's only fair we come down this way. All this was Bambinos earlier on, so they've gone. Are you feeling shy today, Stanley? You're still going to get some camera. So if you're all right, we'll have a chat. Bring yourself down. In fact, I'll come up here because we can get the cart in as well. I didn't think you were feeling like talking to me today because you were trying to jump in the back of your van, but nonetheless, we're here. So, practice for you. Nice new unit on. Looks like it's doing some good. How are you feeling?
I'm not too bad actually. I have a couple of bumps and bruises on my legs because my legs are banging against the brake and the other side of the fuel tank, which is usual, but on the brake it's just like that. And
is that just where you've sort of grown to a height where your knee bangs on that bit and your leg bangs on that bit?
Well, I'm not really sure, but I think it's just because it's a little bit of a bumpy track when you go through some of the hairpins, and you never know really.
It's bumpy when you go on the grass, like in the last practice session as well, Stan. Talk me through it.
So I was behind somebody, and then the cart in front of them just spun like sort of in the middle of the track, and I just had to get out of the way because I would have gone over the curb and I would have probably spun. So I just went over the grass and avoided it.
Well, when we walk down there's a guy called Paul Watson. He does gardening and grass cutting. So if you want to go and speak to him, he might pay you for the work you've done. Jake should be with that cart. He's not. We've already spoke to them two already. The kids, not the parents. So we'll make our way down here. We'll see whether, I think cadets are out next, so a few of them will be getting ready to go out. We might catch one or two of them. If we can't catch them, we'll have to speak to some bigger people when we find them. Right, we've got a couple here, a couple that should actually be out but aren't. So yeah. Walk round the back, gents. Josie Fiao, Oliver Watson. How's practice gone? I know you've both recently sort of jumped up into new classes. How are we finding the Mini?
Good, but very fast, definitely. A lot more physical than the Hondas.
So have you been out in every session, or are you sort of like doing one, missing one to sort of like build yourself up to it?
Well, I did the first 3, and then I think there's been 3, and then I missed out the last one.
So you obviously got quali coming up, so you're saving yourself for that?
Yeah, definitely.
So is it your first racing Mini this time out, or have you done a few already?
First one.
First one. I thought it was, and you missed the last round because you weren't with us. I think you were on holiday, weren't you? So
yeah.
You missed that one. So how are we feeling that we can get straight in the mix, or do you think it's going to be a bit of a process getting up there?
I think my times are good for the first time, but I think I still need to practice a lot more and get a lot of seat time in.
Wonderful.
Ollie, brand new sticker kit on for this weekend. Are we going to do it justice? Because it is I'll let the camera come round, but it's majestic. So really, really nice kit. How's practice gone for you?
Well, the first session wasn't too good because we had a new setup on and a bit of understeer, but then after changing it back to normal, it felt all right.
So you're up to juniors now?
No,
No,
I'm
you're still in
minis.
minis. To be fair, you look like could you still make cadet weight? It's 107 kilos for cadet. Could you get into a cadet still, other than the fact that you're almost as tall as me?
Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, your dad can get into a cadet weight limit as well. There's nothing on him. No, I think we've got about 5 mile an hour wind. If it goes to 7, we have to bolt him to the floor. You will. Ollie Carter, how are we? We good? I was saying we were looking at some pictures when during the week, and you were one lad I didn't know, because last time I saw you were about this high, and I've not seen you since. And you've had your helmet on all the time, and I've not seen you. And all of a sudden, you're up here. You're like mid-range cadet level. How are we? How's practice gone for you?
All right. Just been trying to get my times up, and yeah.
So time-wise, where are we looking compared to the last round, and what's the sort of hopes for quali?
Times are like around 49, 2, 3, 4.
So that's going to put you at the sharp end, you think?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Ollie, all the very best. See, that's what happens when you move up from Bambino to cadets. In Bambino, they spend an hour just working on the cart. At cadet, they just put some fuel in it and stick it back on the trolley, and an hour later it gets another outing. We'll just turn over here. We'll try not to get run over by Scott Tate. Nathan Jensen, up we get.
Hello.
Which part of this cart was actually with us at the last round? Because every time I've been on Facebook, we've had a new part bolted to it.
Maybe
Seat and driver.
That's about it. About it, really.
So, what changes have we made then in terms of new bits set up, and how has that sort of translated to lap times out there in
Well,
practice?
the Evo is quite a big difference to the pre-Evo. I mean, it's very different in the low end because it just is better, obviously. So yeah, it's faster.
And how are you finding that additional speed?
Better. Like, I could keep up with the minis this time, and I was struggling. So.
Fantastic. So are you looking generally like, are you still fairly new to the game and just keep looking to keep progressing or keep every single time we're out?
Yeah, I'm still learning. I'm still getting used to it a bit. So.
Is the mechanic still learning as well?
Yes.
Wonderful, guys. Thank you very much. All the very, very best for practice. We'll let them pro karts go over there. We'll have a quick round here. We'll have a quick chat with Jonathan Allen. You caught me on a bad hair day as well, Jonathan. Thought you'd retired.
Retired from what?
Yeah, well, you missed a few rounds, then just reappeared, and I thought I'd seen it was for sale, and then all of a sudden it weren't for sale and it was going round. So the assumption was you retired.
I don't think I could have parted ways with it, to be honest. I'm enjoying it too much, and road tax is too expensive anyway. So got 2 new engines, and I'm happy with it. I'm enjoying it.
So we've gone from qualifying last year to a mixed grid format this year. How are you finding that from a driver's perspective?
Well, it's challenging, obviously. However, it's a bit harder when you get overtaken by all the people and you're going from second on the grid all the way back to 30th. But no, I think it's got its benefits. Like, I get to race against the pros who are absolutely rapid, but I get to learn off them as well.
You're not going back to 30th, like 29th maybe, but
pushing 28th.
Jonathan, thank you very much. All the very best for race day. Just right there. Is your driver in the back of the van, or has he disappeared? He's disappeared. Well, he can reappear. Seb, I will climb in and sit in the driver's seat if necessary. Absolutely not a problem. How are we? We've moved up from Minimax into from Micromax into Minis, and you turned up for one winter round and grabbed yourself a podium. We can pedal, can't we?
Yes, we can.
There we go. Look, I've given you a chance there to basically just go, yes, I am very, very good, and you are very, very good. How are we finding that step up to Mini?
Well, it was very difficult at the start of just going into Mini, but as soon as I felt the grip of things, I started to realise I could go for different riding setups.
So, big grid of Minis this weekend, I think 16 or 15, 16 in that sort of region. Qualifying in around about an hour. Are we looking to at least go top half, maybe top 5?
Possibly. We've just put on some Comets for the first time, and I've found them very grippy, and I've set my my fastest time today last session.
Wonderful. Well, I'm not sure if that was your dinner and I've interrupted it, but feel free to finish them off while I make my way back round. Your driver. Wonderful. Well, we'll walk back this way because the driver's going up for practice anyway. So, Summer, turn round. You can walk. We'll walk and talk. Just wave, say hello to the camera. There we go. We're not shy, are we? I'll let the camera guy in front. Now you don't have a choice to be shy now. We get full cameras now. How are you?
Good.
Good. How are we finding the Honda? Because I know that in the past we've been out in my Chromax before. How do we find that compared to the Honda?
I don't know.
No. Is it different sort of power range? Do you have to drive the Honda differently to the Micro? Or is it a case of just getting in it and driving as quick as we can?
Driving it differently.
Wonderful. Well, I think Bambinos are out and Hondas are next, so I'm going to let you go because you needed to get your helmet on and everything else. So I'll let you go. We'll let the other one through as well. And that pretty much is going to bring an end to our paddock walk because we've cleared about 20 minutes and there's some racing to watch, so we'll get back to that.